Hi, I'm Nicole. And if you really knew me, you would know that I spent most of my life feeling very, very lonely. And I had sort of a low-grade loneliness that was a lot like a low-grade fever, always burning in the background. It was my constant companion. And this image represents how I felt, a girl in a snow globe with the glass wall between her and the world. And you might say that it was because I was the only black kid in my school or because I was a nerd and a geek, but I would say it was because at a very young age, I somehow decided that I would have to take care of myself and proceeded to do that for decades. And I always thought that no one would help me and I would always be alone until I changed my life at a meditation retreat where in a moment I felt the web of life. And I knew with that just one taste that I wasn't alone and that I would be connected. And so I changed my life and I gave up my big time job, my executive on the rise position, and I moved to San Francisco where there's a lot of weirdos interested in consciousness and tech. And I studied that connection, and I studied it practically, and I studied it spiritually and with tech. And while I cannot yet prove to you that we are all connected, I can show you that you are more connected than you imagine. For example, when we are together and we feel connected, our heart rates, our respiration syncs, and even our gamma brain waves begin to sync amazingly. And so why syncing is important is because it informs pro-social behavior and helps with in-group, out-group bias. And as you can imagine, it's November 8th. So many of our problems are based on who we think is in and who we think is out. Even our microfacial expressions and our micro movements sync. Kazuyano, who is a Hitachi fellow, he's seen this across 10 million data points, and he calls it dancing. We dance and we sync, and we've even seen it now at a distance through a video game. Two people, no audio, no video, just with a shared task, and their brain waves sync. Our world is digitizing. This represents very interesting possibilities. In addition, sensory perception. We don't see all the light and we don't hear all the sound that the animals of the world see. The theory is that evolution favors fitness. Imagine if we saw each other in that way. An embodied connection or embodied cognition. You have neurons in your gut and in your skin. Your brain might be in your skull, but your intelligence, it's throughout your body. It's in your community, it's in your family, it's in your space. And so I think that this represents the next great tech frontier, using our creativity and our technology to truly understand ourselves, our embodied cognition. I think that we're too distracted by AI. I think we've become so focused on artificial intelligence that we've ignored our own biointelligence. And I think that certainly we'll put chips in our brains, but we have this vast resource untapped. And I think when you combine synchrony and perception and embodied cognition, we can see a deep connectedness, far deeper than we can imagine. And with that, I actually believe that sensory clusters are possible, deep, empathetically connected groups of people, and maybe it's everyone here in this room is a great place to start. And so what I believe is that if we can use technology to help people feel their deep connectedness, then maybe, just maybe, if they can practically feel the web of life, then they can spiritually embrace it and come to know this truth that we have always been together. and you have never been alone.
Hey there, thanks for watching. I'm Brady.
And I'm Firein, and we're the people behind Ignite Talks HQ.
The speaker you just watched was in a race against time.
Every Ignite Talk is 20 slides, and the slides change every 15 seconds, whether you're ready or not, so you gotta keep up.
It's out of control. Could you do this?
We think so. Follow us in the usual places to learn more about how you could give a talk.
And don't forget to subscribe for more speedy talks.